Okay, so let's look at the practical process of actually drawing a curve. So we're going to look at a question here, and then it's going to be our example. So if you look at it here, we have draw the graph of y is equal to y is equal to x squared minus 1. From x is equal to minus 3 to x is equal to 3, right? Draw the graph of y is equal to x squared minus 1 from x is equal to minus 3 to x is equal to 3. Now, if you've drawn lines before, you remember that when you're drawing a line, you have to have a table, right, of values. And then you complete the table of values for corresponding values of y and x, and then you can draw. So we do the same thing here, only that when we're drawing curves, our table has to have more points. So this is our table. We're told to start from x is equal to minus 3 to x is equal to 3. So my x values in the table start from minus 3 all the way up to 3, right? So minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So these are x values. Now what we need to do is to find the corresponding y values, right? We need to find the y values that corresponds with minus 3, the y value that corresponds with minus 2, the y value that corresponds with minus 1, until you complete the whole table. And how do you do that? You use the equation of the curve, right? The equation of the curve is y is equal to x squared minus 1. So the equation is saying the value of y is always equal to the value of x squared minus 1. So to complete this first part, this is when x is equal to minus 3. When x is equal to minus 3, right, y is equal to minus 3 squared minus 1, because x squared minus 1. So y will be equal to minus 3 squared. That's minus 3 times minus 3, which is a 9, minus 1. Y is equal to 8. So it gives us 8 for this first part. The next part is when x is equal to minus 2, right? When x is equal to minus 2. According to our equation, y is equal to x squared minus 1. So y will be equal to minus 2 squared minus 1. Minus 2 squared is 4, because minus 2 times minus 2 is a positive 4. 4 minus 1 will give you a 3. So we'll have a 3 there, right? Just erase this and make room for our other calculations. Now the next thing, when x is equal to minus 1, that's minus 1, y is equal to minus 1 squared minus 1. So y is equal to minus 1 times minus 1, 1 minus 1, that will give you a 0. So I have a 0 there. When x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0 squared minus 1. Y is equal to 0 squared is just a 0, 0 minus 1. A 0 is nothing, so I just get a minus 1. That's minus 1. When x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1 squared minus 1. Y is equal to 1 squared is 1 minus 1, that gives you a 0. So I have a 0 there. So let's calculate for the last two. So 2, when x is equal to 2, y is equal to 2 squared minus 1. Y is equal to 2 squared is 4 minus 1. Y is equal to 3. So that's 3. Last one, when x is equal to 3. When x is equal to 3, y is equal to 3 squared minus 1. Y is equal to 3 squared. 3 times 3, that's 9. 9 minus 1, y is equal to 8. Okay, so now we have our points now. Minus 3 and 8, minus 2 and 3, minus 1 and 0, 0 and minus 1, 1 and 0, 2 and 3, 3 and 8. So now we need to put this in our, plot these points on our Cartesian plane, and then we get going. So here, had already drawn my Cartesian plane here. That's the x-axis there, right? I'd already drawn my Cartesian plane. So now let's locate the points. The first one is minus 3 and 8. So an x value of minus 3 and a y value of 8. So 8 is there. We mark our x there. The next one is minus 2 and 3. X value of minus 2, y value of 3. We mark our x there. Next thing, minus 1 and 0. Minus 1 and 0, we mark our point there. Next thing, 0 and minus 1. So 0 and minus 1, we mark our point there. 1 and 0. So 1 and 0, we mark our point there. 2 and 3. 2 and 3, we mark our point there. And then 3 and 8. 3 and 8, we mark our points there. So these are our points for our curve. Once we get our points, you use your free hand. So no ruler, nothing. You use your free hand to sketch a curve that goes through those points. So I'm going to start from this point. Don't start before the point. Start at the point and end at the last point. So start there. So I'll draw this. So freehand, and then there. So I start there, I stop there. Don't go beyond the first and last points. And that's my curve there. So I've successfully drawn my curve. So you can try your own curves as well and see if you can go through this procedure.